Alright guys, it's Saturday. My O-ring came in, I put that on. I set the drum and everything down inside. And let me just tell you, watching videos and seeing some of these people put these drums and the bands in, the band right there, that thing is a pain in the butt. I almost ruined that because I started to peel it a little bit, started taking little pieces off of it, but I got that oiled up. So the pump is done. I did it the other day. Was it Friday? Thursday? I don't know. Here's my big hose clamp that came in. I just put it around, tightened it up, it centered it, and I tightened it up. Put the gasket in it. So, you know, it's all clean. Washers in it. It's ready to go. So I'm going to work on putting that on. And I'll bring you guys back when that's in. So hang tight and we'll get back to it. And then I think as far as the valve body and stuff goes, it just needs a cleaning. Get a good cleaning, and then we'll put those plastic BBs in there. And then I cleaned up the pressure plate, the valve body plate. And again, it's another 90-something degree day, 98 or something outside here, so coming along. Let's get the pump in, and I'll bring you back. The struggle was real on this. Oh my God. Just getting the drum in there and the band at the same time, and then the pump wouldn't go in. This bushing right here, I should have fitted it before, so I had to take the drum back out. The pump wouldn't slide on, so I used this little sanding disc, which it was tight when it went in the bushing, but I pulled the trigger and I kind of like reamed the bushing a little bit, and then now it fits nicely. I should have probably videoed it, but it's in. The drum of the transmission is all together. Now I gotta roll it on its back and put the valve body in, put the valve body on, put the piston into the side, and close to being done. Cool. Still not there. Did I miss it? I missed it again. Trying to put it in park. There. Park. That works. So now I gotta put the pistons, these little pistons in. And I never realized the transmission filter went into the actual front pump. I just never thought of it. I just, you know, changed it and put it back in. But when I had the front pump, I'm like, oh, it actually goes in the front. So of course it does, right? So anyway, it's in. I hope everything goes well with the rest. I'll bring you guys back again when I get some more. I'll probably get this piston and stuff out and get all that figured out. So cool. All right, guys. I'll bring you back when I have more. In the meantime, just hang tight and we'll be back. All right, guys. It's Sunday morning. I cleaned this up last night. I put the new check ball in. It's one of those, I guess, plastic ones. I was going to buy a shift kit for this, but I decided, I watched a couple videos, and one of the guys says go online, look at B&M website, and it'll pretty much tell you what to do. So I went online and did some modifications to the plate here. I drilled a couple holes. I drilled this one, 1/8 inch. There's another one. There's two more I drilled. Let me see. I can't even tell now. Oh, this one here, 3/32, and then one more at an 1/8 inch. You can probably tell if I flipped it over. Yeah, that one, 3/32. That one, 1/8 inch. And no, I'm sorry. These two right here. This one and this one 1/8 inch, and that one 3/32 because that's smaller. So I had it backwards, but I mean tiny little holes. So anyway, it says to drill that. One of the instructions here says not to run the 3/4 spring. It says the Sonics, no, different one. It says not to run the spring in the 3/4. It's definitely not that one. So the B&M kit says to do it if to run that spring if you're running just towing heavy duty stuff. So I'll probably put the spring in, but it also says here, I don't know if you can see on my phone, right there, red spacer 3/8 long and yellow spacer 5/8 long for heavy duty towing. Well, I happen to have some tubing over here. I'll make my own spacers. I happen to have tubing, so I started to cut it. This is the 5/8. I already put the 3/8 one inside. So I guess basically what that does is take up piston movement, so it doesn't take so long to shift, and the spring probably cushions it. So that one's in there, 3/8. That's all the way in, and then of course the spring will go there, and then the one that goes in here is the 5/8 one. So that's what I'm working on. Let me go cut that, and maybe we'll get the valve body on today if everything goes okay. I pulled 2 of the pistons out yesterday. I got to put this anti-stick spring goes in there. That came with the kit, and then just basically clean everything up and put it all back together and check balls and the spring saver plate, I guess, that goes in between here. So that's where I'm at, and I'll get to it. I'm actually gonna probably cut that and then put it in, and then I'll wait, and I'm gonna wash the Jeep before it gets too hot. So anyway, that's where I'm at, guys. I'll bring you back when I have some more stuff or get this cleaned up and ready to put on. I did put the check balls in the transmission according to B&M. So I put a plastic one right there and a plastic one right there. This is where I did the little JB weld, so the plastic on plastic should be fine. Cool, so that's where I'm at. Still has a check ball in the regular locations in the cages. This thing should be ready to rock and roll. So, alright guys, we'll see ya. I'm gonna put the case saver on. I got the plate and the gasket on. This goes here. And then of course this goes here. And then Henry's flying his drone with this battery hanging out. Little drone time. It's not windy. It takes little videos. It's kind of cool. Does a little flip until his battery comes flying out of it and just gets disconnected. You should bring it in, bud, and get the battery hooked up, and then, you know, I think it's a UFO. Oh, that looks trippy. Oh, now I can't see it. You should just take off.
I can't. It was going down.
Battery was low?
Full throttle.
Oh, battery's getting low. Well, you have like 6 more. Cool. So let me get this case saver on. So it goes this, and then pretty sure these 2. 3 bolts go in. And then we'll tighten that down. I need to work on cleaning that. Oh, I did get the spacer put in behind that piston, so it's good to go. And I'll bring you back when I get some more, which might be more disassemble of the valve body and cleaning. All right, we're getting there. Okay, so in the TruTech rebuild kit, it wants me to use the brown 1-2 accumulator spring, the second, the brown one, which is this one. It's pretty stout. I went with the B&M version because I have the spacer in there. I don't know how the spacer would work with this spring, so I used the spacer from the B&M instructions and then the stock 1-2 spring in there. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick info on that, and then I'm going to go ahead and finish putting the beads in. See, I have a whole blown up diagram of my how to put it back together book once I get it apart, because this parts are rolling around. But my so-called bench is coming up is got a lot more spaces. So all right, I'm going to get back to putting the BBs in, and we'll bring you back then. All right. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm cleaning. I washed all this off already, but what I'm doing is taking each valve out now individually, so I don't get them all mixed up, and then washing the bores out, and then I'll be putting all these back. This goes in here, and I'm making sure everything works smoothly. This goes here, inside there, and then I found a couple of them that were stuck extremely hard to get out, so I got them out anyway. So I'm doing that. All right, I'm getting the valve body on. That should hold the filter. Actually, you know what? I'm going to clean it first. I got to hook the TV throttle valve, run all the bolts in, put the filter and pan on. You guys know the routine basically after this. Next thing, I'm going to take the transfer case apart just to double check, make sure everything looks good inside there, then most likely just seal it up and put it back together. So yeah, this transmission's almost a done deal. I'll get one more video when I put the pan on, and then we'll finish the video. So anyway, I'm getting the valve body on. There was a few stuck valves are freed up now. It's all clean. I think it has to do with the metal that was in the oil. But that's where I'm at, and Preston's out running his RC car. Trying to pull wheelies with it. And he crashed it. He's so funny. Alright. Pan gasket's on. This is it. This is it. I think it's all done. I hope it's all done. Everything went in. Put the pan on, button this thing up, and then yep, rebuilt. I just hope that everything works. I haven't done this before, so you know how it goes. But the engine's kind of come out next. So I think next we might be putting the cam in the 383 and timing belt. New timing chain, new cam, button the oil pan, put the heads on it. I'm waiting to get those back. Intake, and then we'll work on pulling that out. But we got to open that up next. I might as well check the chain, make sure it's not loose, because that's a chain transfer case. Get that all done. Well, I'm going to wrap it up. This is the end of the rebuild of the 700R4. Thanks guys for watching. and there's more to come, of course. There's other things, and when the Suburban's all back and running, then I'll get back to the truck and get the bed off of it. And I still owe you guys a test ride. I haven't driven it or started it in 3 months because it's it's been a workbench. So that's what happens when truck's in the garage. All right, so I'm going to end it. Thanks, guys. We'll see ya.